bugger. I've just realised. It's the show tonight. I can't believe it. There's like 10 minutes to get ready. I need to find Belle. Let's get a shift on. Oh crap, we need a brew. Don't run with brews. Babe, what are you doing? We've got the show.
Why didn't you tell me sooner? 2 minutes.
Come on, what are you doing?
I said 2 minutes. You can't perfect this in less.
Right, come on, babe, we're late. Hello everybody and welcome back to Cooking Haydens. I'm Car Boot Chris and this is Bargain Belle, my other half.
Hi.
I'm a full-time reseller in case you're new here, and I pick stuff up at boot sales and charity shops and places like that, and I flip it online for a profit, and that's how I make a living. How are you doing?
I'm officially Olaf.
What?
I am Olaf.
What does that mean?
I am a snowman in summer.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Bit warm, isn't it? Bit warm. I do need to let you know and let everybody know in the chat.
You've got the trumps and you're also stinking the room out.
No. I was going to say I'm not wearing any underwear. I'm not wearing any underpants. Who else isn't wearing any underpants?
He's crackerless. Oh my God.
I'm Commando.
He's crackerless.
Listen, welcome to the show, everybody. Sorry, it wasn't a great start. I think we lost at least 20 people there during that.
Excuse me, people like my Olaf one.
Did they?
Yeah.
Did they really?
You scared them off.
Did they really?
Too
Come
much
on.
info, says Tori.
I'm not being funny, but when I'm on holiday, I do not wear underpants.
We're not on holiday.
Yeah, but I work from home. Lucky if I wear anything at
So
all.
basically, you're in permanent lockdown.
When I'm on holiday, I do not wear underpants. Who wears underpants when you're on holiday? What's the point?
Del Boy
What's the
says,
point?
Commando, he's just sat in his boxers.
Thank you. Yes.
So's Joan, underpants but nothing else.
That's
Steve Brano's Commando today.
Thank you. Yes, everybody. Well done. Thanks for admitting it. Hands up in the chat if you're all Commando today.
It's when he asks you to feel his sweaty bum crack. That's when
I've never asked that at all. Never. Never in a month for Sundays. What a weird saying that is, isn't it? Anyway, listen, we've got to say hello to everybody. So,
or not.
So, of course, we've got our new little thing. So let's just bring the mic down for Belle.
Do we always have to start this one now with a little disclaimer saying we're really sorry if you don't get an hello?
Yeah. It might not be everybody. So let's bring the mic down. Okay. So let's see who is.
I'm going to get to the bottom of the chat in 2 minutes.
Let's find out who is live and kicking.
So we've got the legend, we've got Tori, we've got Karen, we've got Tam and Belle, the Dave, Village Retro, Vincent Lees, Chris Tyler.
If you've not said hello, say hello now.
Shut up, you. The Monkey Thrifter, Laura Raff, Philip Montague, Brummy Time Lord, Richard Payne, Jeff, Oliver Ian, Flipping Tasty, Kathy, Aaron Tibbet. Everyone's saying hello to each other. Flippy now. Del Boy Dan, Oliver Ian, I think I've already said him. Santa Claus, Steve Brano, 9080, Fix It for Reselling, Emsden, Kevin Hawthorne, Lisa, Joanne Noble, Bills and Moon, Amzi, Fletch One, Guy King.
There's more names coming in. Come on, folks. Say hello
Brooke,
quick.
John Jones, Lincoln Seller. Josh 34, Fletch One, Blue Harvest Toys.
She might get to the bottom.
Oh, these are all names I've said. I'm sure they are. Bell's Craft Corner.
Are we going to beat Bell?
Mike Harris, Secret Carper, Lana, Bang Bang Duck, Catan, Space Invader, Big Girls Really Do Cry, Mark Ray, Lindsay and Alvin.
It's going to be close.
Oh, Junie D, Josh 34. I'm sure he's already in it.
Here we go. That's it. That's it. That's it. Well done. Well done. You did a good job there.
How far off was that? I was so close. I was so close to the end. I was trying not to repeat names. I was trying to remember who I'd said.
If you want to get in on that 2 minutes, then you need to get your hellos in early doors. Let's see if Belle can ever get to the bottom in 2 minutes. I don't think she can.
Can't I just finish them off?
You can do a quick couple of hellos.
Just Luke, Ivy Julie Harvey, Tiny Jackal, Junie D. There we go. The
Okay.
Dave.
Chris Tyler.
And I got to the bottom. Woohoo!
Yeah. You didn't win though. You didn't win. Well done though. Good effort. Good effort. I think you did well there. Chris Tyler says, at your age, Chris, you need some support. Thank you, Chris. Support.
I think he's talking about support underpants.
I was just going to say, support could go two ways, couldn't it?
Well, either that or he's talking about your moves.
I don't have those. Well, maybe a little bit.
Thanks, Delbar. You said I did well. By the way, if anybody had a comment when you said hello that you want us to read out, please now re-put it back in the chat.
Yeah, if there's a particular comment, because we just wanted to get through the hellos. Kathy says, just a warning, Cherry's on her way back home drunk.
Yay!
That's naughty.
Well, at least she's having fun.
I'm just scanning to see if anyone's said it. Space Invader says, I was so poorly the other day, I could not even get dressed. So came downstairs, starkers, and sat with a towel over my lap all day. Fair enough.
All you were missing was eating beans that you were drifting down the front of your chest. Then that cycle would have been complete. No, I've heard that on something. I heard it. I don't know if it was like one of these comedy sketches where they said they were like, the minute the wife goes out, they pull all the blinds, sit on the sofa with no clothes, and eat beans out of a tin.
Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about, but thanks anyway.
Oh, Cherry Jane's here. Are you drunk,
Oh
Cherry?
God, where have you been?
If we rock from side to side, is it going to make you feel like you're going to be sick? Just rock.
Let's go together.
Just rock. Ready?
Which way are you going? Fuck's sake.
Fletch One says your PI was mentioned.
Yeah.
Because I'm good.
Yeah, a few people saying well done to you there.
To be fair, I don't think we had as many in to start with this time round, so maybe that was a good thing.
Fix It says no hashtag no undercrackers. Maybe we can get it trending. Let's get it trending on Twitter.
Philip said my first full week reselling and had 4 sales.
Well, good job. Good job. Nice one.
Well done.
Good to hear. Nice little start. Cherry says pretty drunk.
Pretty not drunk, actually, just warm.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Vincent Lee says nothing wrong with Commando. I'm walking around the house in the buff with all the doors and windows open.
Not
See,
really
everyone
good,
does it. Everyone. It's not just me.
But the other day when I walked into the kitchen with just my bra on, you were like, "Oh, you know that everyone can see." I'm like, "What's the difference between this and a bikini?" Everyone is walking around in bikinis at the moment.
True. Hi, Sam and Martin. Welcome to the live. What have we got in store on tonight's show? Well, we've got an Ono coming up in a minute. We're going to talk about going from part-time reselling to full-time. When should you make the jump? And some tips and things to think about if you are going to do it. And I'm sure the chat will chip in with a few bits as well. Also, we're going to do the duck race. And don't forget, this week's prize is a little duck planter that's coming all the way from the North Pole from Santa.
Mm-hmm.
And Santa's actually going to come on a bit later on after the duck race, just for a few minutes, to present the winner, like virtually, with their prize.
Cool.
And we've got a mystery box. The last one, it's just over there behind Belle. The last mystery box for a little while.
Don't know where that's been, actually.
It's a good one, as always. It's a good mystery box. So hang fire for that if you fancy bidding on that. So we've got lots to chat about. And in the meantime, if you've got any particular questions or comments, put it in the side chat and we'll see if we can get to it.
Like this, I stopped wearing undies when I caught my wife putting Miracle Grow in them to Space Invader.
Very good.
And John Jones has got this. No underwear, less chance of Betty Swallocks.
What's Betty Swallocks again?
Let's not go there.
Let's not do that again. Shabba says, hi, I'm struggling with energy this evening, so came to say hi in case I pass out. Oh,
I pretty much did.
Just strip off.
I'm on a 3-day training course up at our HQ and there's no aircon. So I literally, I was whinging on the phone to you at lunchtime, weren't I? Because by about 10 o'clock, bearing in mind the course started at 9:30, I couldn't keep my eyes open. So by lunchtime, I was dead.
Makes you go to sleep, doesn't it, this kind of weather?
So I literally walked through the door.
Didn't even say hello to me.
Did you even come in? I think I must have gone by the time you come downstairs.
I came down to say hello and you were asleep.
Yeah, not good.
Fletch one says, is your house still cool? Because mine is an oven.
It's getting
not
there.
that bad, but,
No,
it's been warm. There. It's been warm this afternoon. But it's not too bad. It's kind of like, it stays reasonably cool. I think if we'd have been in our old house back in Manchester, that used to be like an oven.
Yeah.
That we'd have been absolutely boiling.
Even the rented one was, because we used to, especially in the bedroom, because the sun used to be on the front of the house last. Jesus Christ, the bedrooms were awful.
Guy says, I'm not walking around in a bikini.
A guy says, I'm wearing 4 jumpers and heating on full because Mother Nature will not beat me but I am feeling faint now.
Joan says, naked attraction, eat your heart out. Naked resellers rule.
Woohoo!
Who was it? Who was it that was going to organise a resellers naked calendar?
Oh yeah.
Who was going to do that? Was it Pommy? No, I think it was Pommy Picker.
Was it?
Was it Pommy Picker, Rod?
I thought it was a girl who was arranging it.
No, I don't. Oh, I don't know.
I thought it was a girl that was sorry.
I don't know. Let us know in the chat. Can you remember? Because somebody said once, let's do a reseller, a bit like the calendar girls, but reseller one.
Blue Harvest says they need 30 people to like their channel to get to 2K.
Oh, there you go. There's Blue Harvest.
Wouldn't normally ask away. We encourage people. If you need us to get you to a milestone, we're more than happy during the show to try and get you there. And I did notice, Tori, thank you, has put the link in the chat for you if anybody hasn't got it. So go and show your love to Blue Harvest and get them to 2K.
Stu Mandry says, I saw an every driver today sweating in his van. I asked if he wanted a cold can of pop and he said yes. So I kicked a bottle over a neighbour's hedge and he said he's got it. But you said can, not bottle.
We get the pre.
It's very good though, very witty. I like it.
Steve Brano's gone one step lower than Betty Swallocks.
A fetty, what the hell?
Fetty Swanny.
What's a fetty?
Put it one way, you'd have a Betty Swallocks and I'd have a Fetty Swanny.
Jesus, she managed to say that. Can't believe she's drinking a brew. Jesus.
But there is method in my madness, because the best way to cool yourself down is to get your core temperature to a warm temperature so that it then cools down.
That makes zero sense whatsoever.
Yes, it does.
Chef Pixie's Cooking Club. Now that is a new name.
That is a new name. Hello, thank you for
Look
joining
at those
us.
Cakes. They look like scones. Are they scones? Anyway,
scones.
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 Scone before you know it.
Hi from Perry and Harriet, and new to reselling. Oh, welcome. Well,
is it food that you're reselling though? That's what I want to know. Just with a name like that.
Amy says, "What's in the mystery box?"
You'll have to wait and see.
Well, you won't wait and see. You'll have to
Oh
buy
no, it's
it.
a mystery box.
You'll have to buy it to find out.
Sai says, picked up question of sport on Sunday. Is it worth getting the important cards graded like Mike Tyson? The cards are mint.
I've never found one, Si. Never found one. But there's the prices for these are all over the show at the minute. I mean, they're still worth picking up, but prices are so random. You're just going to have to do your little bit of research on those in a minute to see what things are worth at the moment. Hi, Night's Life, Richard.
Oh, Cherry says she did the unboxing of the mystery box.
Ooh, so if you want to see what Cherry got in her mystery box from last week, I'm assuming she's going to put it on her YouTube channel.
And who else has done one? Has anyone else done recently one?
Emsden did one. Yeah.
Philly says, we're all complaining over nothing. It's just like Spain come to us for the day, minus the San Miguel and tapas and the pools and the aircon.
Yeah.
We always said if we had aircon, none of us would moan.
Yeah, I mean, we're not built for it in the UK, are we?
At lunchtime today, half the blokes in the lesson went to their cars to go and sit with the aircon on.
Really?
Yeah.
Hi, Jason. Yeah, sorry, we just had to get going. We waited as long as we could, but we couldn't wait any longer. So
how about get here on time? Oh, who am I trying to block? Night's Life. Sorry. Vincent. Oh, he's dreading tomorrow driving in a HGV.
Ooh.
Does it not have aircon?
I would have thought so.
Needs aircon. Do you know, my new car we've discovered since the warm weather hates driving with the aircon on. It is so hard to drive it, and I had to drive all the way back from Exeter today with the aircon on. It's not great.
Chris Tyler said, I can't believe you both had a fry-up breakfast the other day. Oh, it's lovely, that. Lovely.
Fry-up breakfast? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it's nice and cool in the morning, so it was nice to sit there and have that.
Yeah, it was nice. And it was a good breakfast, actually. It was a nice breakfast.
Joan reckons it's true what you were saying about brews, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it is.
Shabba says, drinking brews is good for the heat, Chris, then drink a cold drink after. Yeah. Jason's in. Hi, Jason. I'm new to reselling. Where do I start? I reckon a good place to start, Jason, is go and buy a tiki mug. Try and sell it.
Catan said they're sleeping downstairs because they're not walking up to the 3rd floor. It's like a sauna.
Bloody hell. It gets hotter as you go up, doesn't it?
We're not too bad here because the sun's on the back of the house in the morning, and in the afternoon it's in the shade. So the actual rooms upstairs are coolish by the time we come to bed.
There you go. Josh says what I was kind of saying about the value is all over the place for the cards at the moment. So yeah, you'll just have to see if the prices are what you're willing to accept, I guess. And Shabba also says hold on to them at the moment.
People are saying it was Rod about the calendar, I think. Rod Palmy Picker.
Yeah, I thought it was. Never came to anything though. I did volunteer my services for the calendar, but I was struggling to find a cucumber long enough to cover it up.
So those who brag don't have. Guy King says, okay, thanks for letting us ask for milestones. He only needs £1 million more to be a millionaire.
Okay, fair enough. The Silver Fox says, any advice to buying and selling newbies? Oh, wow. Yes. Buy something very, very cheap and sell it for a lot of money. There's loads of advice that people could give you. It depends. Be a bit more specific. What do you need to know about? And listen up, because if you've got any ambitions about going part-time to full-time later on, then we'll talk about that a bit later. But there's so many bits of advice
Chef's Pixie said, sorry, I didn't realise I was logged into my daughter's cooking account. Oh, you mean there's going to be no cakes in the post? I'm so disappointed. So what is your real reselling name then? We've got Carol McDonald in. Hello.
Hi, Carol. Bold Finds has said they've started their own channel today. If anyone wants to give it a sub. Oh wow, I'll check that out. Bold Finds, yeah, for sure. If someone wants to put a link in, it's absolutely fine. Right, I'm gonna do an oh no. Get that out of the way.
Oh no.
What are you laughing at?
Night's Life, what blocking me?
Oh.
Every week, I accidentally almost block somebody when I'm scrolling and I catch it.
Okay, so this week's oh no was a bit of a. I'm not sure if it was meant to be a scam or what, but I've not heard of this one before. But somebody from Thailand. Yeah, I know it's not a good start, is it? Someone from Thailand bought a Liverpool top off me. I know, wash my mouth out. A Liverpool top for £90. It was a vintage Adidas equipment Liverpool top, 90 quid. I had it up for 130. They offered me 90. I accepted, and it would have been going by a GSP. So really, no real issue. Pay for it, I'll send it. They didn't pay for a day, so I sent them a reminder. And then they sent a screenshot from PayPal, which looks like that. Oh, sorry. I bet you can't see it. But basically, it's a tie or a screenshot. It's annoying that you can't see that. Where am I going wrong? There. It's like a tie screenshot of PayPal. And they put, I paid, but PayPal is waiting for approval. Okay. So I said, okay, well, nothing from eBay yet. So they said, I waited to contact PayPal, but there shouldn't be a problem because the money has been deducted from my account. So then they messaged again, called PayPal, and you need to approve the payment or contact eBay to confirm the purchase because eBay has changed the form of payment. What? What are you talking about? So I was trying to figure out, okay, where's the angle here? If they're trying to scam me, what's the angle? Are they trying to get me to send something based on a screenshot that means nothing because I use managed payments? So I messaged back and said, that's not something I should be doing. I use eBay managed payments. So if you paid using eBay checkout, then it's all automatic. Do you want me to cancel this transaction? I just thought, if they're going to piss about, just cancel. I'll get it relisted. And they said, I paid through eBay, but now eBay has changed the system. You have to press approval to receive something. What? The money will be credited to your account. What? So I just messaged back, there is no approval button. That's not a thing. And they haven't actually responded to that. So this is going to be a cancellation in a day or two. I'm not sure how long it's been waiting, but I'm trying to figure out the angle. I'm wondering if they expected me to see a PayPal screenshot and just get the thing in the post and send it. Obviously, I'm not going to do that because I use managed payments. So eBay will tell me when someone's paid for it. So that's my oh no, and it's most annoying that it was a £90 item as well. So let's see. Let's see if you've all. Yeah, Scam Catan says they need to call. They need to call them. They are the customer. Yeah. Stu says scammy scam face. That one. Yeah. Cancel sale, block, and move on. That's what'll happen, I think. Yeah. Santa says scam. Hi Nick. It's not as bad as the middle of the country, but I think it did hit 31 this afternoon when I was sat here. So it's still very hot. Kristen Bell Night's Life says, I need 657. Can you get this done? If you're not sub to Richard, go and sub to Richard. Get him at least 2 more tonight.
Santa was surprised that we don't have aircon in the house.
Really?
Do you understand that we only have like warm weather for at least 2 weeks a year? We can't justify having aircon.
No, Santa. In the UK, I would guess that almost nobody, unless you're like a millionaire, a mansion, or you've got unlimited funds, no one in the UK has.
No, things like shops do, don't they? But
yeah, I'm talking about homes.
Yeah, personal houses don't.
No, nobody's houses. No one has aircon. Really, not you or me or the average Joe blogs. No one has aircon because really, we're not a country that needs it. This is not normal temperatures for us. If it hits in the summer, if we get a week of 30 degrees, then that's as hot as it's going to get normally. So,
yeah.
And it doesn't last that long. Normally in the summer we sit like between 20 and 24 degrees, something like that. So we don't really need it. That's why, and it's expensive to run, isn't it?
Jason said he shipped 6 tiki mugs today.
Wow, 6 mugs.
Yeah.
That's
Is that people in the UK buying tiki mugs so they can claim that they found them in the wild? I know your angles. Everyone's saying they cook in the car on the way home.
Boldfine says, appreciate all the subs. Happy to get anyone on the channel for a chat about it. Even if you don't do YouTube, sorry. Okay, yeah, cool. So if anyone wants to go and sub Boldfines.
Fletch One had this before. He said, got a neutral feedback today because the courier left a parcel on the doorstep. They did get the parcel, got it took off by grovelling and apologising. Their only words.
Well, at least you got it took off. It's annoying, isn't it? I had a complaint last week about a parcel left behind a bin. I'm like, well, I'm sorry, I don't deliver the parcel myself. If I did, I wouldn't leave it behind a bin. And, I don't have any control over it. It gets frustrating because people moan about it. And it's like, you're moaning to the wrong person. All I did was pay for a courier to post your parcel or to deliver it. I didn't actually deliver it myself, I'm just catching up on the chat.
Did you miss all the comments about your cucumber?
Probably. What are they saying?
Shabba's saying that you've got it confused with their carnations.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They are way smaller than a cucumber.
Aircon units, £170 in Aldi. Yeah, but how much does it cost you to run it on the electric? Yeah. Probably costs more than that, Steve. I wouldn't bother. Connor says, anyone else getting major problems with eBay at the minute? I sell footy shirts, done over 200, no issues. I have 2 now that won't list properly due to indexing issues. I've never had that problem, Connor. What are you using, the app or the desktop? Whichever one you're using, try listing on the other one. But yeah, it just sounds a bit glitchy, that, doesn't it?
Lisa has put a comment on here saying she wants to go full time.
Oh, okay, right. Well, stay tuned. We're going to talk about it in a minute. Sam says, I have aircon. Open the front and back door. Yeah, because you know what happens? The air gets sucked through, doesn't it? That's why you end up with doors slamming and stuff.
I don't work in a 3-story house.
I suppose. Jack of all trades, a bit late. Never mind. It's all right. Better late than never. Oh, you're actually ahead of me in the chat here, babes.
I'm not. I'm behind.
Oh, because you just read that other one about...
They might have put it in twice.
Oh.
No, because this is what I do. I let you go shooting off to the front and I just pull out any that you've missed.
Sophie on Facebook says, Bold Finds have just subbed to your Instas that don't have a channel yet. Fair enough.
Bullfine says that he loves the fact that you're thinking that you're pushing it. He said he was proper nervous. Oh, they were proper nervous. She could be a she. Don't know. Make that mistake all the time.
No problem. No problem. Guy King said, I got a return for a VHS recorded DVD player. Stated the VHS part was faulty. Their return reason, VHS is faulty. What is it? I don't understand, guy. I got a return for a VHS recorder DVD player. Stated the VHS part was faulty. Their return reason, VHS is faulty. Well, that's right though, isn't it? Was it? Did it turn out to be faulty? Bell's Craft Corner says, loving your nails.
Ooh, thank you. I did them myself with my £10 bagging gel nail polish. Some lady on Facebook Marketplace. I bought 13 bottles of gel nail polish for £10.
Olivia
stuff.
Olivia says, not much to run, Chris. We only get 2 weeks of hot. Well, it's not worth spending 170 quid on one then, is it? You know I'm too tight to spend 170 quid on aircon, which we'll only use for 2 weeks a year.
Look, we need the heating for 90% of the year, and you won't even use that.
Connor says, using the app nightmare. Try the desktop, Connor. See if that helps. It might help. Sometimes it's a glitchy app, so try it on the desktop. I know it's a pain, but Bumcrack's in. I bet Bumcrack is sweaty at the minute.
Did you read out Secret Carper's message before? He said, I was leaving my full-time job in 2 weeks, but they asked me to stay on a part-time basis 2 days a week. So they've said, yes, always worth keeping a foot in the door just in case.
Why not? Yeah.
So were you leaving to do reselling full-time then?
Good move.
If so, good luck.
Yeah, definitely a good move. Oh, it's always worth, I mean, it's one of the things we'll talk about in a minute, but it's always worth, before you take the plunge completely into full-time reselling, try asking your employer if you can do, drop a day or drop, to half hours or whatever, 20 hours a week or something, and try and do it gradually like that, so that you've always got an in again. If it don't work out for you, you can get back in there and go full-time again.
That's what you did, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I did. Flip and Phil says, I've got 5 or 6 orders that have been stuck in oh no, not in post again. Been advised to go back and call customer services so they can ping the doors open. Oh, I didn't even know they could do that, Flip and Phil. But you know what? There's so many issues with these lockers. I don't use them. I can't be bothered with them. I mean, you might save 10p, but I can't be bothered.
I was going to read a comment out then and I've lost it. Somebody asking about your jackets. Oh, Martin said, Chris, any luck with those denim jackets?
I've sold one. I sold one this week. I did have 2 sold, but one didn't pay. So one's gone out the door. I got 40 for one. The other one sold for 45, but I've cancelled the order now and I've relisted it. So I'm just really sort of just trying to find the price point. Maybe like 40, maybe that's the price point. Jason says, you for sure don't even want to know what we spend on running our aircon in the summer. I bet, Jason. Well, I mean, Jason obviously lives in Vegas, and I mean, he's got more than one house now as well, so that doesn't help. But the temperatures there can be like what it has been today, like every day, like 40 degrees. So can you imagine having to put your aircon on every day for that?
Yeah. The only problem is now I don't always like fully listen to what comments you're reading out. Did you read Silver Foxes out? It said, I'm buying and selling part-time with my day-to-day job can be very draining, but love that chin on eBay. The goal is to do it full-time eventually, get a big buzz from it.
Cool. Yeah, stay with us then. We're going to talk about it in a minute. I keep saying in a minute. We're going to do it literally in a minute.
I mean, I'd say that's one big key factor to going from part-time to full-time. You have to really enjoy reselling, because you may get a buzz doing it part-time when you're not relying on that cash income for paying your bills, and it's just paying for like us, which was a bit of a couple of holidays a year and stuff. But that pressure certainly ranks up when you're relying on it for your bills. So you need to enjoy doing it.
Oh, definitely.
You need to enjoy doing it.
Glamours, hi Glamours, welcome. Appreciate you popping along. How Ivy says, how's Cookie been in the heat? She's been okay.
She's all right, but the last few days we keep locking her in the back garden and spraying her with a hose pipe. She hates it.
Yeah.
Just to cool her off.
I sprayed her this afternoon.
But yeah, she was growling at you yesterday, wasn't she?
She didn't want to be wet. This is our reseller name, not Chef Pixie Cooking
Oh, there
Club.
you go. Very good, very nice. Very
Interesting. Like it.
good. Very good, very nice.
Kieran's popped in. Hi, Kieran.
Hi, son.
Nick and Andrea says, I'm 222 away from 62,000. Can you sort that? I'm pretty sure most people are subbed. Yeah, good point, Santa. Never burn any bridges unless you have to. Sophie says, I've got an in-post delivery to do from Vinted, feeling nervous. Okay, right. I'm going to skip down to the bottom. You keep an eye on the chat, babes.
I don't know where I am in the chat, so it's a bit hard to.
Well, I'm down at the bottom now. If you've got anything burning, please put a comment in the chat. At the moment, Yodel seems to be ahead of the couriers where price is concerned. Yeah, probably are. I don't really use them though. I go straight to the website.
Secret Carper rubbing it in. He's got aircon in 2 rooms of his house.
Bloody hell!
I know.
You obviously
everybody party at Secret Carpers.
Okay. So GT pre-loved. Hang on a minute. Anyone else get the eBay Seller Council invite? No, I've not had that one, but I've signed up for the Seller Council, but I've not had that Zoom next week. Obviously, forgot to message me about that one. Okay, right. So the title of the show was all about when should you go from part-time to full-time, and this actually, I get a lot of questions, as a lot of us like YouTubers do, because people watch the show and they have burning questions, and I get a lot of messages about this. I would probably say that this question is probably, I must be asked it 2 or 3 times a week easily. People messaging and say, have you got any advice for going full time? What would you do? How much do I need to earn before I go full time? And I put a poll out on YouTube.
Because we all love a good poll.
We all love a good survey.
Survey says.
I can't
You're
find
not
it.
quick enough.
Survey said.
So, oops-a-daisy. Sorry. So I put a poll out in preparation for tonight's show, and I said, what kind of reseller are you? If you're not a reseller or seller, then skip the question. So the full-time, 19% of you said that you are a full-time reseller, but 46% of you said that you're part-time. 25% said that you were a hobby reseller, and 10% said, kind of links in with hobby, but 10% said casual or just sell your own stuff.
That's why I'm in that bottom one.
You're in the bottom one, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. That was 148 votes, so it was a good cross-section. So almost half of the respondents to that said that they were part-time. So I followed it up straight away with a second question, and that is, if you're a part-time reseller, do you have an intention or an ambition to go full-time one day? And 37% of you said yes, you want to go full-time at some point. 31%, almost the same, said no. And 32% said maybe, undecided. So it's very much split there. So there's certainly quite a lot of you who are thinking about it as a possibility. So I thought it was time to have a go at this subject. And I made some notes while I was thinking about it this afternoon. And when the main thing with this question, when should I go full time? There is no proper answer to that, because everybody is different, right? Everybody has different circumstances. Everyone has different bills to pay, kids to pay for. Some people have a wife, a husband, a partner to split bills with. Some people don't. Some people have a mortgage. Some people have rent. Some people don't have any of that, and they're very lucky. People have cars to pay for. Everyone's bills are different. So there's no answer that is the same for everybody. So somebody messaged me and says, how much do I need to earn to go full time? It's impossible for me to answer because you would have to give me a full, even then I wouldn't want to answer it, but you have to have a full breakdown of all the maths involved in your life. And that means that you can't really answer the question.
But then why would somebody be asking you that question? Because you personally know how much money you need to earn to live comfortably or to be able to cover your bills and have money left
sometimes over. Sometimes people think that there's like a magic answer that, right, you've got to earn, you need to be like selling £5,000 worth of stuff every month in order to be full time. Well, that might work for some people, but some people that might not be enough, and for some people they might not need that much.
I think the question is more sort of, what do you class as full time?
No, it's
because if you're retired but did it all day every day, so are you still full time, or are you retired with a hobby?
Well, you're retired, aren't you? No, we're talking about when should you go part time to full time, and even though you can't answer the question, right, there are some things to think about, and this is where I want to move the conversation on. So if you guys have got any like words of advice, words of wisdom for people who want to go part-time to full-time, drop it in the chat. And in the meantime, I'll give you my 2 pennies worth about some little things to think about with that decision, because I've been there and done it. And the first thing to think about is, what I would always do is try and scale down your full-time job. So I initially asked my employer, can I drop 1 day a week, which equated to 8 hours, 7.5 hours a day off my full time. So I did that, and I focused 1 day a week on reselling. So I slowly upped my part time, and then after that, did I go 2 days? I think I went 2 days after that, and I only worked 3 days a week for the job.
But then they were trying to get you back in.
Yeah, they wanted me back in after that for operational reasons. So that's the first thing I would say. And the second thing is, you've got to do all your maths. So you've got to figure out how much you are responsible for bills wise. How much do you need to draw from a business just to survive with a little bit of pocket money? And you've got to then figure out, what kind of profit margins you're working on. Depends what kind of stuff you're selling. There's a lot of variables. So really, you've basically got to figure out how much you need to survive and pay all your bills. And that gives you a starting point for how much you need to make profit-wise from your business. Any comments, or I'll move on?
There's loads of comments, but I'm just waiting for you to give. Are you stopped?
No, go on. Just put in, because I don't want it to be just about me. I want people to give their advice.
Like the chat's going that fast that if you talk for too long...
Well, go on then. Go.
The comments are kind of out of date because you've moved on.
Well, don't tell me that. Just talk about it then.
I don't know where
pick one up
to now. I'm lost.
Just go to the bottom and pick one up.
Blue Harvest has said that they're a full-time YouTuber who resells.
Oh, okay.
Nafinity was full-time but has gone back to work a few weeks ago, 3 days a week just to get out of the house. See, for me, that's the big no-no for me. I couldn't be being stuck in the house all the time.
That's clearly not helping you.
What?
It doesn't help.
It is.
No, it doesn't.
I did want to go for... Tori said she did want to go full-time but went back to work full-time. Haven't listed in months. Bullfight says I went straight full-time after redundancy. Don't regret it, but at times a little part-time job on the side will take a bit of pressure off during slow months.
Yeah, good point. Yeah. Yeah, Secret Carp is just sort of saying about everyone's needs are different. It is a very difficult question to answer. Sam's Adventure says, I saved 6 months' bills before going full-time, but it was part-time for 2 years. Yeah, good point. I've got that.
Up a buffer.
I've got that written down on my list, is that before you go from part-time to full-time, make sure you've got a decent amount of money in the bank. So maybe at least 3 to 4 months worth of, say, for example, your eBay account went down, you couldn't sell a damn thing. that you have 3 to 4 months worth of income to live on before you go full time.
Nightsley says, I just went back to my old company as a casual driver to catch myself up, but I'm still a full-time reseller.
Okay. It's good to have that little bit of extra income coming in, isn't it?
Flipping L says, I do full-time seasonal work 6 months of the year and full-time the rest of the year. Ideally want 2 days a week, PAYE, and the rest of the week for reselling. Just for variety and security. Yeah, kind of mixture of both.
Yeah. Catan says, I so prefer working for myself. If I make £100 a day, then it was like when I used to work at Waitrose part-time 1 Sunday a week. At the moment, it's not that close, but love the life of no boss. Yeah, fair enough.
See, that's the other thing as well. It's what you need personally as well. You know, because like you said, some people like Chris is a bit, was it Catan that said that then? Chris loves being his own boss. It's his thing. He likes having his own business, whereas I like the security and the social side of having a job and going out to work. So it's everyone's needs are different, aren't they?
Yeah.
Bullfine says, my advice is save a year's worth first before you go full time if you're in a full-time job.
Yeah, fair enough. Delboy Dan says, I went full time when I was making the same money as working full time. Yeah. Factory job just over minimum wage. Haley, self-employed hairdresser. Split the bill 60-40. Fair enough, yeah.
Tam and Bell's a question, got an offer, but the buyer only has 2 feedbacks. They've been a member for 7 years. None as a buyer. What would you do? It's a £35 for decent money.
Well, the question is, why would you not sell it, guys? Just accept the offer. There's zero reason for you not to just accept it. I don't think there's any reason for you to doubt it. So personally, I don't even look at people's feedback. As far as I'm concerned, they make an offer. If it's acceptable, I take it. If they turn out not to pay, they turn out not to pay. But you can't second guess what somebody's reasons, background, or life is. So
it'd be a bit like my mother suddenly, because I'm sure my mum has bought on eBay in the past, but she doesn't because we do it for her because she struggles. But it'd be like my mum suddenly going beside and she's going to give it a go and buy something. She wouldn't have much feedback left on hers.
Yeah. So I wouldn't worry about it, guys. Just accept the offer. Lana says you need a lot of stock if you're going full time too, as you don't want to spend all week sourcing. Yeah.
Lisa says, I was thinking of scaling down, but only been doing it 2 months and not in profit yet. Oh, Sam says, tip, sell what you enjoy listing, not what you think will make you money. The amount of stock I have in my death pile that I have no interest in is shocking. But that stuff could have value.
The thing is, Sam, and where I kind of disagree with you there, and it's something I've got written on my list, actually. I think what you're saying is valid, but what I think is that when you're part-time, this is what I wrote down. When you're part-time, it's much easier to just buy what you enjoy and what you know, because it's part-time and you want it to be like a hobby that brings in some money. But when you're full-time, my opinion is that you need to probably be prepared to learn about things that you wouldn't normally buy, because there's money in it, because that opposite reason that you said, Sam, because you've got to pay your bills. So it might be that you do a lot of the stuff you enjoy, but in reality, when you are full-time, I think you have to spread your wings a bit and go a bit outside what you would normally do in order to make some money. Just my opinion, though, Sam. I'm not saying that what you're saying is wrong, but I did find when I was part-time, I was buying a lot of the movie stuff because it was what I was into. A lot of the toys, movie stuff, and that.
That's what your knowledge was about as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I barely bought any clothing at all when I was part-time. But when I went full-time, I really had to move away from like the niche because there isn't enough in it to be full-time.
Low value items.
Well, not just low value items, but just the lack of that kind of stuff. The numbers weren't there. So when I went full-time, I did a lot more clothing because that's where I was making a lot of money on the clothing. I didn't want to do it, but because it was full time, I had to. But that's just the way I work.
See, Silver Fox has said something here which I wouldn't necessarily agree with either. He said,
Go on.
would guess best time would be once you hit that point where you can earn more than what you get from your day-to-day job. That's not necessarily right, because Chris earns nowhere near what he could have earned in his last job.
No.
But what he earns is enough to pay our bills and for us to live, which it makes Chris happier than being working for somebody and earning a lot more money.
I guess the thing is, though, people have different goals.
Well, if you want to earn a load of money, then
Yeah.
that sits right. But what I'm saying is that's not necessarily a tipping point.
No, it's not. Because, like Belle said, it depends where you want to be. If your aim is to just constantly upgrade and earn more and more money in your career working,
then yeah,
fair enough. But if you want the lifestyle, if you want the working for yourself and being able to do what you want to do without the hassles and having a boss and all that, then maybe there's a trade-off to be had. Maybe you don't earn quite as much money as you would do, doing a 40-hour a week day job.
I suppose it depends how much you get paid, because you were on pretty decent money, to be fair. So to be making what you were earning in your job is quite a lot for beginning full-time reselling.
Oh, for starting, yeah. I mean, I'm not a million miles off what I was earning,
but it's
and
taken it's taken you what, 3 years to get to that point. Yeah.
So it all depends what your goals are, and if you are money driven or if you are lifestyle driven. I think that's a big point.
Secret Card said, Master of Pieces, Ian, he's done the same as you. He has Wednesdays off work.
I had 1 day off. I think I upgraded that to 2 days off.
Because I think it was kind of when they were starting to try and get you back in. That was like the push of you going full time, wasn't it? That's when we seriously started debating you just leaving and throwing yourself into it, didn't we?
Yeah. Shabba bought some games off me. I forgot to message you, Shabba, actually. I did recognise your name when I was printing the labels off. Not arrived yet. I'm sure they'll come, Shabba. They'll come. Fingers crossed.
Bills and Namoon says, another thing to consider, can you source enough consistently too? Winter can be hard for sourcing.
Yeah, this is why I say that you've probably got to diversify in what you're selling a little bit. I mean, if you just do clothing, for example, then clothing might be enough. You could probably make a good living out of just selling clothing, but maybe you need to diversify in the type of clothing that you sell and sell a wider range of clothing. But if you say, for example, deal in computer games as a part-timer, I think it would be tough for you to, I mean, people will prove me wrong, but I think it would be tough for you to then go full-time and expect just to deal in computer games, because it's such a competitive market for both buying and selling. So, you know what I mean? I think you've got to be willing to diversify a little bit.
Delboy Don said they did a budget breakdown before, overestimated the bills, saved for 3 months to make sure they had some money in the bank.
Yeah, good plan. I like that.
Geordie said, if you're thinking of going full time, add in the fact you need more storage space.
Yes.
I mean, that's been a capping point for us, hasn't it? Really, storage.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not far off like a limit of how much stock I can deal with at the moment. Yeah, I'm kind of at a limit, really. I don't think I can deal with much more stock.
Josh says, I think it's actually almost impossible to predict what you can earn full-time if you're currently part-time, and that's the difficult part. I dived straight in the deep end and handed my notice in.
Sometimes that can be a good thing, Josh, but sometimes it can work against you. But one thing it would do is it would focus your mind. It would focus your mind straight away. But I'm not saying that it's an idea that everyone should do. You've really got to be up for it if you're going to do that.
Village said, just live as frugal as possible. Work your ass off for a year or so. Build an emergency fund by selling your own stuff and part-time reselling. Be consistent, list 5 to 10 per day.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the other thing. I think you have to try and get into a rhythm, don't you? You have to get into a working day rhythm being a reseller.
I kind of get into a working day. I know some people don't. Some people just, go through the entire sort of day, night, morning. I like to get into a bit of a rhythm of like a working day, just to keep me sane, really. But yeah, that's just the way I work. But it's worth remembering as a reseller, and I've said this to Belle in the past, is that our earnings as a reseller are almost unlimited. So if I wanted to earn a lot more than what I'm earning now as a reseller, I could do. I would just have to work more hours, because I know what I can buy and sell and make a profit on, and I know that I can source it, whether it be wholesalers or clothing or boot sales, right? So that's not a problem. I've just got to be willing to put in the hours. So if at the moment, say I work about, I don't know, probably work over 50 hours a week easily. If I work 60 hours a week, I'm pretty sure I could earn more money, because I could buy more stuff, I could list more stuff, and I could sell more stuff.
But in those 50 hours, could you also work more efficiently? Because that's the other thing. Because I know you're saying you work 50 hours a week. I'm asking you. I'm saying, because you've said it to me in the past.
Totally.
I know I could, because you do have something on in the background, and you might do a listing and be doing it a bit slower than. Because in a regular job, you have targets, you have this, you have that, you have pressures to make you work, don't you? Whereas you don't have that. You do it at whatever pace you want to do it at.
Yeah. So, and that can be a good thing, but it can be a bad thing. You've got to have a level of self-motivation. You really have, because if you haven't, you're gonna die in the water. You've got to really keep on top of yourself and your work and your motivation. It can be very difficult at times, don't get me wrong, and I've fallen foul of it many times.
See, Legend kind of said that. He said, I think most people who are part-time need to think if they could do the work needed each day. It's a different game, and your income, and when it's your income and not your side hustle, you can easily lose the enjoyment.
Yeah. Nick says, I get similar questions all the time. The main thing is to be totally honest about your finances and work back from there. Once you know how much you need to make, you can look at the income side. Yeah, totally.
Fletch once said his girlfriend's gone full time. She deals in a lot of plushes and she's just winging it. Makes a lot more than me, but you can't move for plushes in the house. Been there.
Yeah, that's another thing I did a lot of when I started, was plushes, because they were dirt cheap. You could make some fair money on them, easy to post, and very easy to list and deal with. Plushes were great when I first started. Tori says, when I started, eBay was booming, really easy money. Then it got a lot harder on all fronts. I blame the YouTubers, Tori.
Delbodan said his boss has kept his job for him as well. Said that he can work part-time if he needs.
That's a real bonus, that is, isn't it?
Definitely.
Shabba says, I need around 250k a week.
Luxury Picker says, Austin and I both left our full-time jobs with only our last paychecks in the bank. It doesn't work for everyone, but when you have bills to hit at the end of the month, hit them.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to.
That's brave, isn't it, having two people?
Yeah.
That is really brave. Well,
There's a few.
Well done for you.
Yeah,
well done.
There was a few.
But to do it both at the same time, I'm going to give you that one. That was courageous. I think one important thing is forgetting you need to factor in paying your national insurance, as this will hit you hard when you get to the national retirement age, says Nicholas. Yeah, this is the other side of it, I suppose, that people might not be very good at. It's the financial side of it. You have to obviously deal with your own tax, insurances, and whatever else is going on. So I suppose it's very easy for people to sort of think they can deal with it later, and then it become an issue.
Glamour says, sometimes the mental health of being your own boss is worth sacrificing some of the unnecessary life luxuries, I think. Yeah, for sure. Some of the things I wrote down just before we move on, I kept using the word build all the time in my notes, right? Build your workplace while you're part-time. Now, when I say build your workplace, build the infrastructure that you have to go full-time. So you need decent lighting, you need a space to photograph on, you need your testing area, you need your listing section, your packaging area, all your equipment, your label printer, all that kind of stuff. whilst you're part-time, there's your opportunity when it's not necessarily essential for the money to be coming in your pocket, is to spend that money, use it as expenses. It's a business expense, all this stuff. Go and kit out your equipment ready for going full-time, and also build your inventory, which Lana said before. Make sure you get your inventory up a bit and build your bank balance. Make sure you've got some several months in the bank just in case you can't sell or something happens. I mean, don't forget, when you're self-employed, you break your leg or something bad happens like that, unless you've got some insurance, you know, you could be out of action for a little while. So you've got to be able to cover that. Yeah.
Nick says, we had built our eBay part-time for a couple of years and we took the plunge and left our jobs in the police force and Amazon. It was the happiest time of my life. Yeah, I have to give it to anybody that does it in one foul swoop. It's a very brave step to take.
Also, something that you might not have thought about. I've still got Glamour's comment on there. I'll come back to that one, Vincent, in a minute. Something you might not have thought about. Okay, so here's the situation. So you've got a full-time job and you resell on the side part-time a bit of extra income, right? But you've got ambitions to get a mortgage and buy a house. So it's really important that you get some financial advice about it, because if you've got ambitions to go and buy your first house or move house or remortgage, and you're about to make yourself self-employed as a full-time reseller, this could seriously impact your ability to buy your house for at least a couple of years. So just have that in the back of your mind, because banks won't lend if you're newly self-employed. You've got to have 1, 2, sometimes 3 years of accounts. So that's a really important thing to think about. Is it worth you hanging on while you've got a full-time job, getting your mortgage while you've got a full-time job?
Fletcher wants says, have you personally insured yourself?
We've now got life policies, haven't we?
Yeah, we've just done life policies.
We've got life policies. We've got life policies just to cover the mortgage. We've both got a life policy. We've recently done that since we moved and bought a house together in joint names. We decided that we'd do that. It's mainly, I mean, it covers serious illness, but it's mainly if one of us dies, we'll get a payout.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the only real insurance got. Vincent Lees says, Chris, do you put money aside in a pension? It's good working for yourself, but do you factor in a pension? It's not really worth doing. I mean, I'm not a financial advisor, by the way, but at the moment, private pensions are shite. I've looked into them. Don't think it's worth it, but I do invest in other areas. So I have like stocks and shares accounts.
And you have got a pension from the police to come, haven't you?
And stuff like that. And I have a part-time pension to come. So when I'm 60, I think it's 60, I'll get the equivalent of a part-time wage from my police pension, which will be very nice, because when I'm 60, things will ease off a little bit and I won't need to earn as much doing this, which will be a nice age, because then it will become a little bit less onerous, you know. And it's not actually that bloody far away, is it?
Too close.
25 years.
Yeah. She'll fall in nicely with the mortgage being paid off.
She can't do maths. Maths was never your strong point, was it?
20, what'd you say, 25?
Mm-hmm.
So, no, 20 years. No, it's not even that.
I'll take that. No, leave it there. I'll take that.
I was only part listening to.
Secret Carper says life is more important than money. We all need enough to live on, but a better life is better than loads of money in the bank. You know what, Secret Carper, I totally agree with you. I said this a lot, is that, you know, if I'd stayed in the cops, I'd have been earning a lot more money than what I'm earning now. A lot more. But would my mental health be what it is now? No, 100% it wouldn't be. I'd have been working nights. I'd have been dealing with dickheads all day long. No thanks.
Instead of only one. George says they started small and gradually managed to improve things and buy label, printer, scales, lighting, etc. So they have a decent setup and they're still part-time.
Yeah, that's what you need. It's
nice to switch it on and off from a full-time job.
Yeah. And that's a great thing. I actually think, obviously I enjoy being a full-timer, full-time, my own boss. But I think the best situation to be in is probably part-time paid work employer and part-time reselling, because it takes a bit of the pressure off. You get some benefits of being an employee. You might get sick pay, holiday pay, maybe a small pension in there. You get all those benefits, but less pressure. And I think that's probably the best balance for a lot of people anyway.
This is a true one from Flip and Phil. They say it's easy to get caught up in what you see on YouTube and get the impression that one car boot sales a week could make you $5,000 a month.
Yeah,
it is. And this we promote this constantly to people who think that reselling is easy. Reselling is not easy. It is hard work. It's a lot of hours. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of effort. There's lots of ups and there's lots of downs. It's not an easy. People don't do it because it's easy. I think it was Nick who said before, it's a lifestyle choice. It's choosing to have that balance between doing something you enjoy and earning money. But it's not easy.
It's hard. It's harder than I thought it was going to be as a full-timer. When I was part-time, when I just did it as a hobby and paid for the odd holiday a year, I didn't expect it to be this hard. And it is hard. It's hard work. Peter says, I'm a part-timer myself and was part-time when was last working a few years ago. Times have changed. Part-time is for me due to family reasons. Fair enough. Yeah. I think we're going to move on, guys. I hope we've covered most of. If you've got any more questions, what's something hanging down?
There's loads of comments in the chat. So obviously we've not been able to read them all out, but there's some fantastic advice and tips in there for anybody that is considering going from part-time to full-time.
Nick does his own accounts and an accountant for the company stuff.
Lindsay and Alvin, the side look, Chris Bell talking about life insurance. Look, I'm worth more to him dead.
She didn't see.
I'm worth more to him dead than alive. All right. So I'm the one that needs to be worried. I'm worth nothing alive.
I'm just scanning some of the comments. Steve Jackson says, fuck off 50 hours a week. You want to bet? You want to bet on that? I bet I do more than that.
See, but I got a side V's when I tried to just say, could you work a little bit harder in that? And I wasn't even being facetious. I was just asking a question.
Whatever says, what label printer would you recommend? I use a Zebra GK420D, I think. Zebra GK420D. It works with a Mac and it's not wireless though. If you want a wireless Zebra, you're talking serious money. This is probably the best one, I reckon.
Santi, the answer to your question is no. He said, did you work with Nick when you was in the police? They were in different forces.
No, yeah. Okay.
Phil says, do you guys only use eBay? Do you sell on other sites?
Sell on a variety of sites. Yeah, sell on various ones. I don't. Vinted. Not Amazon at the minute. Not Amazon.
The other ones are mainly Vinted and Depop, aren't they?
Yeah, Depop I've kind of scaled back. It's mainly eBay, but I do diversify a little bit.
See, Emsdan said there, it's hard work and very long hours. The thing with reselling, there is no off.
I know.
There's no off. It's like even when you're not at home working, because it's mobile, he's working. Doesn't matter where we are, what we're doing. While we were eating our yummy breakfast the other day, if there's Wi-Fi, Chris is working.
Or if there's a signal.
Yeah. So Chris has just learned, we both have, haven't we, that he incorporates his job into everything we do, because if he doesn't earn money.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we can't afford to not earn money, even when we're having downtime.
Nicholas says, I'm just a hobby seller. I work all day, then do a few hours each night and at weekends. Now, if you can't cope with that regime, then you will not seriously survive as a full-time reseller. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I used to do, Nick. I used to do full-time and then just do the odd hours. But if I didn't want to do it, I didn't do it. Because when you're part-time, you don't have to.
Yeah. Once Love Treasures have received their prize from the duck race.
Oh, right. Excellent.
Fantastic.
Santa says, I tell you what's not easy, managing a YouTube channel. I tell you what, it takes a lot of time, Santa. It really does.
It probably takes as much time doing the YouTube stuff as it does doing the reselling
Probably.
stuff.
Probably.
Because I tell you what, we do not sit down and just have like time together. If we're sat watching a film, I'm having to tell Chris what's happening in the film because he's usually sorting a YouTube video out on his phone at the same time. Because in theory, your YouTube stuff is mainly done outside of your working hours, isn't it, really?
Yeah, but what is my working hours?
No, but that's what I'm saying. In theory, if you were to break it down,
yeah,
what he does with YouTube is in the evenings,
yeah.
is at weekends, is when I'm doing other stuff, and he'll then start tweaking his videos and doing whatever he's doing. So I mean, there's no downtime. No,
there isn't really. There isn't. And if an offer comes in, you deal with it, and you might be watching a film or whatever. Delboy Dan says it can be lonely. Yeah, it definitely can. I feel that. I feel that. I do. I never thought I would actually, but I do miss the sort of work. You know, the work environment, work colleagues and stuff like that. I think that's why I quite enjoy doing the lives, especially during the week. Kind of a bit like, you know, having lunch with your work colleagues and stuff. That's why I do the lunchtime lives.
She's always flipping man. He says reselling is easy peasy. Don't let anyone tell you any different.
George says, I'm starting to rely on eBay more and more. Currently one day a week, roughly, is part-time, with the view to go 50-50 next year. Big leap, but work your way up to it and you can do it. Hopefully some of the advice that people have given today might help.
Stream Andrew said, one of the reasons I invested a lot of time in merch by Amazon is so my bills are covered if reselling stopped for any reason. It's always worth having fingers in a few pies in this business.
Who said that?
Stream Andrew.
Oh, I've just picked up a comment from Stu as well. Multiple income streams takes the pressure off.
Josh says, get ready for this question. Every single time someone asks you what you do for a living, do you make decent money doing that? Joe Public think you can only earn like £1,000 a year on eBay. Yeah,
totally. Cola says, I've had to cut back on creating YouTube videos. Too many obligations, too few hours. Yeah.
I don't think you answered. You didn't listen to that question then.
Which one? Josh?
Yeah. It says, Joe Public think you can only earn £1,000 a year on eBay.
I know.
You can earn more than £1,000 a year on eBay.
Yeah, but people think that you can't. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, but as in there's a capping limit, or just that you can't earn?
No, people think that you can't make a full-time living out of eBay.
I read it as he was saying that people think you're only allowed.
No, I don't think he means that at all. He's just saying, like, people don't think you can earn a full-time living. Yeah, hit the like button, guys, if you enjoyed it. Right, we're going to move on.
My mum's mind. Do you know? Last week, my mum rang me as soon as the show finished to tell me off because her YouTube didn't work and she couldn't leave messages for everybody. So she actually rang me up to tell me off because she said she wanted to put a bid in on the mystery box.
Oh, well, Kath, you're in luck. We've got another mystery box.
So I'm glad you've managed to make it in today, Mum.
Okay.
Do I have to stand up? I've got my pajamas on.
Just grab it. Just whizzle round.
I'll knock everything off. Is it heavy?
Yes. Don't drop it. Hey! What should be? Go on, I got it.
Ow, that's my face. My glasses. And my hair.
Oh, for God's sake, woman.
Look at the state of it.
Oh, right. Okay, we've got this is going to be the last mystery box for a little while. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you to everybody who's bought mystery boxes. I think over the last 4 weeks. I think I've done 4 now. Lindsay and Alvin have sent a Super chat. Thank you, guys. £2 super chat. Just to say, Alvin is my husband.
And
and
not the cat. It was a message I saw earlier from Lana.
Nice.
Hi, Alvin, not the cat.
Right. So we've got a pop culture mystery box to do. It's the last one for a while. So fill your boots tonight if you want one of these. I don't know when the next one is coming. There's over 40 items in here. If you want to see the kind of stuff that you're going to get, it's a bit late now, but you can go and watch Emsden's video or Cherry's video. I think the Monkey Fifth has done one in the past and a few other people. But we have got over 40 items. And I've got comics in here. I've got some T-shirts. I've got some boxed figures, including Game of Thrones. I've got some mugs. I've got something naughty.
And it's not me.
There's something naughty in here, babes. There's something very naughty. So don't let the kids open it. Let's see, what else have we got? There's a couple of pop figures that are in boxes. There's some loose figures as well. Let me see if I can find anything else.
Steve said to get the duck race faster, I'll start off at 40.
Okay, we've got an opening bid of 40 from Steve. Thanks,
Was that
Steve.
a serious bid, Steve?
Don't forget, it's UK only, and it's free postage. So this costs about £7 to post, believe it or not. It's a massive 10-kilo box. It's not going to go FedEx, by the way, but don't expect a FedEx delivery.
Sorry, I'm just laughing because Fix It for Reselling got your name wrong. He put, well, Brian can't get the box. He's wearing no undercrackers, and then did a little star and put Chris. Who the hell's Brian?
We've got 45 quid from the Geordie reseller. Any more advances on 45? There's over 40 items in here.
If this bumps the price up, Cherry Jane said her favourite item was the signed photo of me.
Woo!
If you're lucky, it'll have some lipstick kiss marks as well.
I might put a photo in of Belle if you want one.
Bilzerman says, who's Brian and why is he in Chris and Belle's house?
Delboy Dan says the naughty item, Chris, is your boxes. I'm not wearing any, Dan.
Exactly, they're in the box.
Oh, yes. You can have me sweaty boxes if you want. Okay.
Jason's coming at 50.
Jason's in at 50. Thanks, Jason. There's some comics in here, or some graphic novels. I can't really get to the bottom of the box without giving
flashing.
It away.
Stu said it's the naughty item, Chris's gimp mask. No, we need that.
There's a hat in here.
Lindsay said, will you be signing everything in the box? If you wish.
If you want.
If you wish.
So what are we on? 50?
We're on 50 with Jason.
Okay. Gimp mask.
Do you know, the mind of the people in our chat is just gutter worthy, isn't it? It's just so
terrible.
basement. It's unbelievable.
Okay. How big are those flaps? Very big.
So what did I tell you?
Very big and very flappy.
We get told off for our innuendos. Look who starts it. It's nothing to do with us.
So at the moment, £50 with Jason, and that makes each item just over £1. So it's got to be worth that. There's items in here that you might be able to resell. Some you might want to keep. Some you might want to gift. But it's pretty much all pop culture stuff of varying items. But hopefully you'll like it. Right, going once to Jason for 50 squids.
Delboy Dan says, put the sweaty ones on OnlyFans.
Yes.
Cherry Jane says she did put a video out of her unboxing. That's fantastic. My mum's put a bid in of £51.
Oh, and 90210 as well has gone 51. So somebody's going to have to top that.
You do realise this isn't like bingo, Mum. You have to pay this. You don't win it. Well, you do win it. You get the box.
What are you going to do with all this stuff, Kath, if you win it?
What do you think you're getting for Christmas? You're getting a mystery box.
Right, we'll start again. I can't say because I'm equal. Somebody bid
my
over.
mum put it in first.
Okay.
So it's the person who puts the bid in first.
All right, Kath, then. You are currently the highest bidder at £51. Ivy says, what is a naughty item and how big is it?
Mum's going to pass it on.
That would be telling. That would be telling. Right, we're going once with Kath at £51. I have seen yours at 51 as well, 90210. But you'll have to go one more if you want to win this. It's a cucumber from the calendar, Cowboy Dan says. Kath's winning in a minute. Go in once now for Kath at £51. Any more bids, you need to get them in now. Don't forget, it's free postage, UK only. Mind you, if Kath wins it, and we can bring it back with us, I can save on the postage.
You can.
I'm rooting for Kath here. Go in twice. Is it bigger than 9 inches? Go in twice to Kath at 51 squids. This is it, guys. You're going to have to get your bid in. It's going to be going, gone any minute now. I'm going to start typing in the chat.
Hammer down.
Hammer down. Hang on. I'm typing it in, so get your bids in if you want it. Hammer down. Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Hang on. You're too eager.
Let me press. I'll press it for you.
This is it. This is it. It's going. Here we go. 5. No. 5, 4. Stop it. You're delaying it. You're delaying it. And I know you want to go to bed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. It's pressing.
Hey! Well done, Mother. You've just won a mystery box.
Now, is she going to do an unboxing video? That's what I want to know.
I'm sure we can arrange that.
Oh,
You can film it when we go back.
I can't upload a video unboxing my own mystery box. Right, done. Thank you, Kath. 51 quids.
See, she was super upset last week that she didn't get a chance to bid, and this week she's bid and she's won it.
Fucking poke my eye out.
You're gonna blame me for that?
Sorry, Kath. I swore.
Jason said I can't outbid Belle's mum.
Nobody wanted to outbid your mum.
Oh. Lots
Right.
of well done's coming in for me, Mother.
There you go. Whew. All right, that is the last mystery box for a while. I think we've done it to death now. And I'm out of stock as well now. I'm out of stuff.
Chris, Santa said you could do a video of boxing the mystery box.
You could do a video of boxing the mystery.
Yeah, boxing the mystery box up. How to create
that
a
work?
mystery box.
Okay.
Cherry said mums can be scary. My mum's not scary. My mum's lovely. Even though I was surprised at her ringing up and telling us off with not being able to come in the chat last week.
Kathleen needs a sub.
Kathleen needs a YouTube channel.
I know, yeah.
908 says, I thought I bid first. No, unfortunately,
Not on ours.
We have to go off what's on ours, and it showed my mum above yours, unfortunately. Kathleen says, yeah, I'll let everyone know what the naughty thing is. That's all she wants it for.
I know, yeah.
That's all you want it for. What are you like?
90210. You should have gone 52 and you probably would have won it. Right, we're ready for the duck race, guys.
Oh,
I am sweating.
I'm already boiling. This duck race is going to finish me off.
I am sweating my tits off. Okay, let me get stuff ready. Now, don't forget, Santa is coming on to present the winner virtually with their prize after the duck race. So don't all vanish afterwards.
Geordie Resale says you have to give it for free. You can't take money from your mother.
Oh, yes, I can.
Do you know what?
If you're going to bid, then you're going to bid.
Do you know what?
You're going to pay.
My mum wouldn't let us.
Nah, I know. She wouldn't.
Mum said, how soon do I pay?
Immediately, please, Kath. I'm not having any non-paying bidders.
But we are going to bring it back when we come back in a fortnight. We're not posting it to you.
Can't risk losing it. Oh, Tam and Bell said they've still got Chrissy's adult GIF.
Oh.
Use them to test VHS players. Right. Are we ready for the duck race?
Wasn't ready for that.
Bloody hell, that's a bit loud, isn't it? Testing. Right, you keep the chat amused while I sort this out.
Kathy says, can you trust Kathleen to pay, Chris?
She's God-fearing, so... She is God-fearing, so I would hope so.
Chris Tyler says, I bet Chris brings the big box back. You're joking, he probably won't put it in the big box. It'll go in carrier bags.
Yeah, I'll just put it in some Asda bags.
Lindsay and Albert said they were 4th last week in the duck race.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Here we go.
And just to let anybody know that's new in the chat who's wondering what the hell is about to go on with our duck race, if once we have finished our live tonight, so not in the side chat, once this live is finished, if you put a comment under the video, you will automatically go into next week's duck race.
Up to a maximum of 100 entries.
And what are we on this week?
About 60.
Right, so we've still got plenty.
We've got a way off
plenty
yet.
Of space. Plenty of space.
Okay. I'm going to share the screen and we're going to be off. Let's...
Kathy says, I cannot be naked this week. This week you really want to be naked.
Right, we are ready to go. Do you want to do this? Or do you want
No,
me to?
you can do it.
Oh.
I'm good.
Are we ready for the duck race, everybody? We're under starters orders and we are almost ready to go. We're just waiting for the last few ducks to arrive before we set off.
Probably Cherry Jane still coming back from the pub.
Yeah, we've got a waddling duck just sort of randomly swimming at the back. It's Cherry Jane. Okay, I'm going to shuffle them a couple of times to make it fair. And are we ready?
We are ready.
And we're off. And the duck race starts with the policeman duck, which is Joanne Noble at the front of the pack. And we've got Guaz in the green and 90210 sort of hanging in there at the front with Fletch 1.
Kathy's naked again.
Kathy is naked. Where is she?
She's
See her.
pink.
Oh. Chris Ling flying up to the front and back again. Emsden in the judge's uniform. And we've got Julie Motti sort of hanging about as well. Cy, the punk duck. Shabbytron. Should say Shabbatron. Peter Ray's up front. He's desperate to win these races, Peter Ray. Shabbatron is maintaining that lead as the back duck, but he's dropped off and completely gone to the back of the pack now. Sarah Green now up front with Santa Claus. Santa could actually win his own prize. It'll be the cheapest bit of postage he's ever seen. Peter Ray still hanging about. This could be Peter Ray's night. I've got a feeling about this. I'm predicting Peter Ray for the win here. AMPR is racing Peter Ray at the front. It's neck and neck. Julie Motti is now in the lead with Tam and Bell now in the lead. It changes hands so many times. You can never predict who's going to really win this race. Lindsay and Alvin and the Tap Peddler Derek and Chris Tyler back at the front with Sarah Green again. Tap Peddler hanging about at the bottom. He's looking for a late winner. Armsy and Kathy and Steve Jackson could be a winner. Isn't it Steve Jackson's birthday coming up? We might have to do balloons. Brooke and Sarah Green and Bell's Craft Corner. So who's it going to be with 10 seconds left? It's going to be close. We've got no idea. Someone is going to fly out into the lead any second now. It looks like it's Carol McDonald. Superman is flying across the line and takes the win. Carol McDonald, well done. Well done, Carol. What a job.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Carol McDonald's duck. Woohoo!
That was lame. That was totally lame. Right, well done, everybody, and especially Carol. Carol, please send me a message. Send me a message on Facebook or Instagram.
Cherry Jane said it's hers and Steve Jackson's birthday on Wednesday.
Oh,
So we
okay.
need balloons.
Right, so we need to say happy birthday to Steve, who I think is 40 actually.
Milk doesn't mean since I told you plain ducks win. It wasn't a plain duck. He was wearing Superman.
Superman
so
duck.
That theory don't work.
So big happy birthday to Steve, 40 years old this week. And who else was it? Cherry as well.
Yeah.
Cherry's birthday as well. So happy birthday, Steve and Cherry.
Do I have to sing? Congratulations and celebrations. I'm reaching a ripe old age of Cherry's about 19, ain't she?
Yeah.
And Steve's what?
Double.
52.
The legend, that's cheating. Nobody said we were competing against Super Duck. Yeah.
Is it actually your 21st birthday, Cherry? Was it that close? Is it your 21st? Because if it is, we need 2 lots of balloons.
Wow, I mean, that's a big 40 and a big 2-1.
She put 29.
Oh, 29? Really?
I wouldn't have said 29.
No, I wouldn't either.
Have said 29.
I wouldn't. Okay, Santa's going to come on and present his the winning duck to who was it again? Carol. So I'm going to bring Santa on, and let me just get rid of that comment. Here we go. Hey,
Chris and Bill. Hey, how you guys doing?
all right. Oh, that's bigger than I thought it was going to be.
I know. Look at this. Well, it's a planter.
Can you see it? Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Got a bonus baby duck inside.
Oh, look. Mama and baby. I love the way that you've managed to make yourself look as Christmassy as possible whilst in the sun.
This is Santa's beach attire. I'm really just shocked that no one in the UK has air conditioning. I think I would probably have died already if I didn't have air conditioning.
You have to go shopping in Poundland to get aircon over here.
What about in your car? Does your car have air conditioning?
Oh yeah.
You say that, but there were so many people who were commenting saying the cars don't. So we're lucky. We've got aircon.
Modern cars. Cool.
I can't see the camera, so I don't know if you can see it or not. But this is it's from Teleflora. I found this at the local flea market, and it's just a planter. Pretty cool.
It's so cute.
You see it pretty good?
Yeah. Well, just down a little bit. Down a little bit.
Oh my. Oh. Oh my. Oh. That was clumsy of me.
Oh my God.
I can't believe I did that.
You're winding us up. Please tell me that was like your Mrs. Claus' favorite china cup.
Oh my God. Oh, Carol, we are so sorry. I don't know what to say. What do we say at this point, babe?
She's just getting a little plastic duck, I suppose.
Oh yeah, you'll just have to, don't worry, Santa, it's fine. She can have the little plastic duck.
That was just a joke. It's fine.
That was good. Very good, Santa.
Did we get you, Belle?
Did we get you?
Yes.
I knew about that, by the way.
Yeah, you failed to let me in on that one, didn't you?
It looks sort of like the remains.
Are your neighbours now standing at the window going, what the hell is he doing throwing pots in the street?
Santa's lost the plot.
What
the heck was that? What did you smash?
I looked and looked, but I couldn't find anything this bright yellow. So I went by Walmart and got a little cheap bowl and painted it bright yellow.
That's a lot of effort.
Just for the laugh, right?
Just for the laughs. There's a few people.
And he's now, bless him, he's now got the mess to clean up as well.
That's no problem. I'm used to that.
Tori says, "Oh no."
Yeah, I was waiting for Chris to give me the oh no.
I know. I was gonna do it and then I forgot.
No letters for Santa yet.
I want to send a letter to Santa.
Send him some glue, Chris says. Wind up. Everyone's having fun with this.
Carol McDonald says my daughter is celebrating our prize from Santa. Yay!
Carol, what did you think then? Did you think it was real? Did you think you'd lost your planter?
The elves will have to sweep up.
Yep, that's what I'll do. I'll get the elves to clean it all up.
It's like Mrs. Claus.
Yeah, totally dedicated. What a legend. Says the legend.
No, that was good. That was good. You had me fooled anyway.
Did you think for any minute that it was real?
I was kind of thinking, surely that can't be right. But...
Lisa said I could tell it looked like he chucked it. Watched him drive over it, over a piece later and pop his tire. I thought it was hilarious. My daughter said it was
fine as it was Santa. Oh, bless. He can fix it. He can get another one.
Santa's red shoes?
I did notice them before. I thought they were slippers, to be fair, from a distance, but are they like trainers?
They don't have any laces, so they are...
like a slip-on.
There we go.
Mind you, when we were saying, do the neighbours not wondering what's going on? They live on the same street as Santa, so maybe they're just used to strange stuff. Maybe they're just like, it's Santa, it's all good. Nothing weird here.
Yeah, they're used to some strange things happening over here.
Salmon Bell says an update on the £35 2 feedback they've paid. Let's see how it goes. I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine, guys. It'll be fine.
We'll give you an update to let you know if my mother pays.
Oh yeah.
Or if we're doing a second time bid on it.
Carol says, could you say hi to my daughter Sophie? Is that Santa or us? Hi from us.
Hi, Sophie. Thanks for watching.
Santa, can you say hi to Sophie?
Hi, Sophie.
There you go.
Hi, Sophie.
If you send a letter, it might land in that one. Can somebody send you a letter to that post box, Santa?
They could, but there's I guess my regular mailman could put it in there.
Yeah. Is it mainly for people like walking past or whatever to drive up and put it in?
Yeah, it's just for the neighborhood. Anyone in the neighborhood, not just children, but anyone that wants to put something in there. Does Amazon have their own fleet of vans in the UK?
I've seen a few Amazon vans. Yeah, some. A lot of the time, it's just guys in a white van who just deliver it.
Bit of publicity for Amazon there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
You too.
Something from my son. Okay, well, that was fun. I hope I didn't shock anyone.
It was. Very good.
Oh, hang on. We've got another request saying, please can Santa say hello to my 3 girls, Melody, Trinity, and is it Isla? They would love it.
Hi, Melody, Trinity, and Isla. It's only 160 days to Christmas. You girls will be good.
I'm being good. Honest.
That's a good point, Lisa. If you worry about every buyer, you'll never sell anything. Yeah, I won't worry about them at all. Okay, Santa, we're gonna we're going to call it a day on our stream, if that's all right.
Yeah, I'm boiling.
Thanks for having me on. That was fun.
No, thank you for coming on. It was a very good.
Oh no.
What can I say, Sancho? It's never a dull moment.
Anything for a laugh. My best friend in high school used to, he signed my yearbook that way. He said, friendship's a funny thing and I'll do anything for a laugh.
There you go.
I'm glad to see you stuck with that.
Well, I'll message you as soon as Carol sends me her address, and I'll send that over to you. And thank you so much for the prize and for sending it all the way across the pond.
You're welcome. Thanks for including me.
Cheers. See you soon, Santa.
See you soon.
There you go.
Just before we finish off, something completely unreselling, which is not unusual on our channel, but a few of you may have had messages from you asking if you can help to spread the word around a little project that my niece has set off this weekend. And it was something that she decided to do kind of during lockdowns when she was feeling a little low, and to help with her mental health. She wanted to do one of these, like, where people were painting rocks and hiding them for people. So she came up with this, the Little House Hunt. So basically, for the last few months, she's had everybody helping her out make some little houses. And this weekend she went live with it. And basically, I think there's about 100 houses at the moment that have been put in locations spread from Scotland to Wales to Cornwall, Devon. We've been putting them out this week. So one, keep an eye out for them. Please go on to the Instagram page and follow it. See if we can build it up a little bit. 2, keep your eye out for these little houses in these different locations. If you find them, move them around, keep them, whatever you want to do with it. And 3, Belle's Craft Corner has very kindly offered to make some as well, so that she can, because she's up in, is it Fife?
Scotland.
Fife in Scotland, where maybe they haven't quite reached. So if you're in a location where you think there might not be any and you fancy making these little clay houses, let me know, because I can try and get you a template of the little cards to go with them, and can we see if we can get it using our powers of the internet and YouTube, see if we can get it spread a little bit further for her. They're super cute. I mean, if you can see where the little lighthouse one, if you can see the blue little lighthouse there, we put this out on our dog walk yesterday, and by the time we'd walked back past it, about 30 minutes later, it had gone. So somebody's obviously taken it, but the idea is that hopefully people will find them, take a picture, say they found it, and then like tag it in so we can see it grow and see where they move around. But if not, I hope it's given somebody a little bit of pleasure finding it.
Give them a chance.
Which is the idea.
They might still put it somewhere and take a photo.
They could do. So yeah, cool.
So yeah, if you want to go and follow the Little House Hunt on Instagram and see what it's all about, feel free. There you go. The little House Hunt.
Tori said she'll have a go at making one. I
there you
will.
go.
Thanks, Tori.
Thanks,
I'll
Tori.
send you a message, and I'll send you a link to the page. Was that you?
That was my stomach, but it was very close to my backside.
Oh dear. Lindsay and Alan said, "What about the Tiki's?"
We'll do an update next week on Tiki's, because I have found something tiki this weekend just gone, but it will be on the weekend's video. So we'll do an update next week on Tiki. So that's coming. So what's left? What's left is what's coming up on the channel this week. Okay, so our little backdrop behind. I'm going to have I've got a little idea for a little mini series of videos for the channel, and it involves changing this, and you'll understand what I'm doing when the first video comes out. But I'm going to change this completely, and it's going to be a bit like something new for the channel. And that's all I'm going to say until the first video comes out. Well, I'll explain everything and what I'm doing with this backdrop. So look out for that. Also, we're almost at 9,000 subs on the channel.
Woohoo!
And I've been working for quite a while on a little extra idea for the channel. And it's coming. I'm almost done. I'm almost done with it. So when we hit 9,000 subs, I might launch my new little idea. And hopefully one or two of you might get involved and join us on our little journey. So look out for that. And that is it for this week. Thank you to Santa for coming on and for the prize, the duck planter. Very much appreciated.
Thank you to my mum for bidding and winning the mystery box. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Thanks, Torish. Said she's going to try and do one of them houses and put it under the famous Iron Bridge in Shropshire.
Oh, nice. And there's a few people there. Helen Craddock said...
Ooh, brilliant.
How do people find you on Instagram to message you?
Well, if you just search for the little house hunt, you can find that anyway. I don't have to send you a link. What am I on Instagram? Let me have a look.
Bellaran?
Is that what they search that?
Yeah, just show it to the camera. If you probably can't see it. If you search, look at the top here.
Bellaran
on Instagram, you'll be able to link up with Belle and send her a message.
Yeah. Anyone wants to give it a go or wants any information about it, yeah, just find me on Instagram.
Thanks to the Bumcrack for putting that link in as well for Instagram. That's great.
Thank you.
And other than that, we'll see you on a live later this week, a lunchtime live, and then we'll be back again next Monday night.
Hopefully a little bit cooler.
Yeah.
I'm officially melted, Olaf.
Stay safe in the sunshine tomorrow. It's going to be mental, isn't it? It's going to be mental.
Yeah, stay safe. Please don't do anything drastic like get sunstroke or pass out or go swimming in reservoirs, because that's what silly people keep doing, isn't it? Yeah. Eat ice pops and buy a paddling pool. Do safe things to keep cool.
Night, everyone.
See ya.
See ya. Happy sales.
Oh,
Are we off?
are we off? Yeah,
Yeah.
we're off.
Oh, does that mean I can go to bed?
Yeah, you want to go to bed?
Oh my god, it's like at least half an hour past my bedtime.
You taking me to bed with you?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Come on, baby. Yes, Cookie, you can come too.